and then use their running and physical strength. And that was the danger. For us, I'm actually satisfied with the performance. We were though at the beginning a little bit shaky, a little bit crampy. The legs look not as fresh as in training, I must admit. The longer the game went, I think the better we found in. It was a good performance, but not a great performance, that I must also say. But for me, you must see, it was a moon landing. This was the most difficult coaching challenge I had so far. And not because of the coaching itself. We had on Monday our first training session all together, and Tuesday the second, and basically for the first time I had on Wednesday the full squad. 2 sessions with the full squad, and the danger is that you are going to overload the players and then they forget everything. So basically they didn't do that. We kept a 0 in defense. That is already a positive side. We created some chances, but of course our game can be much more improved. But overall, I'm really satisfied. For the time we had available, I think they gave their best. There was not more possible today. With a little bit luck, a goal, but we must also admit the opponent had also a chance, and it can go both ways.
Maybe 2 last questions.
Had an outstanding game. He kept 0 as a goalkeeper. What do you want more? Perfect. Defense 0 against a very difficult team to play. And I tell you why. They want to track you out and then they overplay you. So you are always caught in between. They hardly concede a goal. Very little if you look the last 6 matches of Kenya. So I'm actually satisfied, but I admit at the beginning we had a little bit on the right side problems. Definitely the distance between the winger and the fullback was too far, so they were always a little bit isolated from each other. We have to work on that. But I think when you stay 0 in defense, it cannot be that bad. Huh? So, and with regards to experience, we had a few youngsters in the team. We had Chireva starting, we had then Maswahise come in. But football, you need a balance. I cannot select just player based on age. I need to select player based on what they can bring in the certain game for us. And so I don't care. When you look, actually, for me personally, we made a very good team performance, but for me, Kamabillard was the best man with 34 years. He pressed, he won balls, he helped in defense in a counter. I mean, what do you ask more? He had almost cramp. He played really great. Yeah? Of course, if we manage maybe to get more control over the game, then the style would suit him much, much more. But when you look at this, very good. The whole team, in my opinion, played to the limit, what was possible. For me, it was a moon landing. We had 2 sessions with the whole squad. And there is not more possible, sorry. I was afraid to overload the players with information, and then maybe everything would have fallen apart. If I'm honest, when we substituted in set pieces, it got already a little bit to that situation. Why? Because we didn't have the time. We applied mental skill training for set piece training. I didn't do before, because we didn't have the time on the pitch. Now we have 3-4 more days. We have to recover, but it helps us a little bit as a group. And I think, yes, we wanted a win, but the other team also. Maybe we would have deserved it a little bit more than the other team, but we must also respect they had a very good chance in the second half where Washington Ruby saved us. No? For that he's a goalkeeper.
One last question.
Yes, Coach. National Stadium. Do you feel that probably today's game has given you a bit of preparations going into the game against Cameroon, and you'll be required to probably pick all 3 points?
Yeah, of course, every game is a helpful insight for a coach. No, we have to adjust. Cameroon is definitely a stronger team. First of all, we have to recover. We really have to recover physically. Some went to their limits. We couldn't apply it a pressing game. It was dangerous. I think if we would have really pressed high, they would have caught us in a counter.
Thank you,
I'm
coach.
pretty sure. No?
Thank you, coach.
That was it? Yeah. Ah, that's good.
No, no, it's, you know, in Kenya it's a problem. You always think you are world champion and you underestimate everybody around you. So, and when you come here, for example, our neighbor, which conditions they have, what conditions we have, you never look at the mirror, never. So this is also all the time the same questions, because we was 5 times world champion. You, of course, you have to ask for it. So reality is, in football, you have to build up a team and to play football. So, and when I see now our team, even how many players are missing, like if I start to count, I can start to count till more tomorrow, so that I can say that the way we play, even with all these players, 5 local players, we had player again who starts the first time in national team and so on. So then I see that we have gone in a different way, in a good way. This means before, the image of Kenyan football outside of Kenya was not that you are world champion. No, no, it's not like this. So now we have an image where the people or the rivals are really afraid. And you could see Zimbabwe really with full squad, and they played from beginning till the end for a point. That's a reality. So what we missed today was exactly, we have not so many players who are on international level till now in the offensive department. So if we can solve this when the other players are coming back, like Michael Olunga, Masud Juma, Ayub Timber, and so on, so then everything will be fine. And then we can talk about the track record. And maybe one day we can talk also about a real success in Kenyan football. Very simple to explain. In the last match, he scored 3 goals against Zimbabwe. So we couldn't close this. Michael is a special player. So that's the reality. So what, like I said, for me it's counting very simple. For us now, it's this moment 0-0 is not the result we wanted. We wanted to win. But the reality in this group is only Cameroon has home matches. All other teams have no home match. So this means every match have a new history. This means in every match you can get 3 points. So therefore, like I said from beginning, it is for us important on the last day to go through the group. And this nothing changed in our thoughts about it. So, and for today, like I said also before, we had problems there, you are right, because we wanted to solve these problems with strong passing, offensive part, but the aggressivity was there a little bit missing, so that we could not finish. But in the same time, I have also to say, a referee should not help the defending team. The referee should be, look really what is going on. And there are so many situations where I have no clue what they saw. Even one time they play with the hand, the ball is going out and he don't care. This fall from Takbara is, I think, on the moon even a red card. So, and also this situation in the first half where the player of us falls down, we play the long ball, Eric Johanna is free of the goalkeeper, he whistles. And the other situation where Billiard kicks him off, yellow card. So it's always us, or when Austin was in the penalty area, the kick, again us. So it was not okay what happened today. I'm not happy with the referee. And like I said, I'm not blaming him, but I think in football, to improve football, the referees should not be on the side who are only defending and not playing football. So, and if you look at the match, in the end, all dangerous situation of Zimbabwe happened. Why? Because we was in hurry, played the ball in the center, and Zimbabwe got the ball. This means directly from our mistakes, not from build up. So therefore, I'm in general happy with the match, not with the result. And nothing changed in our thoughts about going to AFCON. Because Takwara and Karanaga are not very fast players, but they are very physical, very good in the air. So, and we wanted to use this by passing around them. In the first half, we had some situation where it worked, but in general, it doesn't work like I want. because we was not aggressive enough. Therefore, I changed for John Aviri, who is also playing all the time in his team, central forward, who was more aggressive, but like in the end, we didn't score, so therefore it doesn't work. No, it's nothing new. I didn't expect it even. So, and this is what makes me in one part also sad, you know, how it can be that our neighbor is so ready and they have perfect field, perfect stadium, perfect stadium field, what we have. So this makes me sad. So the next point is, of course, everybody's talking about the fans, but I expected more fans today, to be honest, if we are at our neighbor country, but it doesn't work like this. And sometimes, of course, I ask myself if Kenya is really a football country, you know? Yeah. Please? Yeah. About what? Yes. Yeah. So, first of all, really, if as a coach to prepare, you need good fields. Without good fields, you cannot play really good football. That's way for any tactical game. So therefore, for both sides, both of the coaches, I spoke also with the coach of Zimbabwe, both of us was very, very happy about the fields here and also about the hospitality here in Uganda. This was really perfect, no discussion. And this helps every team. So, coming now to what was it? Attacking. So you have to understand, we had now again 7, 8, 9 players missing. So, and these players who play today, they don't play before together. It's the first time. And this has always impact. If players are playing all the time together, they understand each other. But we don't have this situation. And therefore there was a lot of runs. For example, we enter the side, we pass through, and nobody's at the second post. If somebody would be there, he could easily put in. But it doesn't happen. It is one of the problems we have in generally. And plus, because we have so many missing players who never play together, especially now, or the offensive department, they never play together at the moment. Problem is that I have always injured players, and you saw now in the beginning directly Alphonse get injured, so I don't know his exactly situation. Marcelo couldn't finish the game also with injury. We are in this point very unlucky, and in the end we have to play also with some players. So therefore I will see what the medical department says if we have to invite again some players. It would be really bad for us because I think it's enough if we lose more than the half of the team. Yes. Defensively and play a very fast transition games. In this they are very good, and plus they played for many years together. It's a very difficult rival. So, but I think it will be also depending on the result how they play against Cameroon. If they lose in Cameroon, I'm sure they will play more offensively, and this will make everything for us more, I can't say easier, but more we can play easier our game, let me say like this.